Oh,
Stuff has happened.
so it's almost like we're in the same place in the first time in forever. Don't no, it's in my head now. Oh,
Uh.
that
Okay.
song got stuck in my head
Okay.
just now.
We've been magically teleported into the same place together. How about that?
I know.
It was very weird.
We've done 3 podcasts.
I think we've done more than 3 in the past over the phone.
Really? I probably should upload my versions of those. Probably should do that.
You probably should do that.
Oh, the Revelation Bible study's coming up tomorrow.
I thought you said
1.
you were going to do it today.
I thought about it, but I haven't had time to. Cause
Too much sitting around.
Yeah, I got caught up watching TV. I watched 2 episodes of Furline April this week. I wasn't bawling, but there were tears.
There were tears to be had.
Yup. So it's
That one. I think it was that one. That was the last one we did 2 months ago. 3 months ago. I think. No. Yeah, we haven't had one since the 5th one on my channel.
So how many things are in the Universe Survival arc?
As far as we know, 6. 3 in Universe 6 and 3 in Universe 7.
Oh, there's 3 in Universe 7.
And 3 in Universe 6. So that makes 6.
Where's the 3rd one?
What are you talking about?
I know Kaba and
Kaba, Caulifla, and whatever her name is, who's the legendary Super Saiyan of that world.
Isn't she like part of the Pride Troopers from like another universe?
No. She's been part of Universe 6. People have been speculating she's from Universe 11, but she's actually from Universe 6.
Okay, so she's not part of like Pride Troopers that like that Toppo and that one.
No. No. Jiren's the only one we gotta worry about in the Tournament of Power.
I like how the opening kind of like implies that the Universe 12 people are the bad guys.
Universe 11 people?
Yeah.
I don't think Universe 12 is participating. I think they're one of the few people that got exempt.
Yeah. So by the end of it, like, what people are hoping for is that it's 3 universes left then? Because there were 2 that were exempt.
There were 4 that were exempt.
Oh, so it's 5 then.
Yeah, there will be 5 universes left. So it'll be those 4 in Universe 7, basically. Because they intend to move past the Universe Survival arc. So that means they're going to win the Universe Survival.
So does that mean just everyone else is gonna die then?
If they don't die, they're going to come up with some positive resolution that's going to show that Goku's not the bad guy.
What do you think the bad guy?
Like he'll use the Super Dragon Balls. He'll use the Super Dragon Balls to wish back the universes that were destroyed, and let them try again.
Would Super Saiyan be able to do that? No.
Yes. He's like a universe in itself.
Oh.
He has the power to create universes. You're off camera.
Oh,
The camera's over here
like,
because it's centered on me.
I should have realized this because I was like, why am I looking at the desk?
The camera is not over there. It's this white light right here. Right there. I'm sorry. Does my finger bother you? I've been making a lot of stupid videos lately. And also I've been trying to break in this new software. So we'll probably switch to a screen capture here pretty soon. And I'll show them what I've been working on.
That paper airplane thing confused me.
Flight?
Yes,
You watched that?
I did.
Basically, the story is the first girl just wants to see her mom for Christmas.
Yes,
The guy he can't read English. He's French.
okay.
So he misinterpreted the heart and thought he met the love of his life, and he wrote a love letter. And then the guy in Egypt mistook it and thought it was the end. It was proclaiming the end of the world.
Santa's gonna be really confused.
I think there was one more stop. I think it stopped in New York after that, and I don't remember what that was. What it was about. I don't remember.
And then it finally got to Santa, and it was like,
I don't remember what
this
the end
is
of
a
the game
weird
was.
Christmas list.
I don't remember what the end of the game was. If they want me to finish it, I'll finish it. I don't have any problem with that. I haven't played a game like that in years. And then I played Medieval Rampage 2. It's basically you just taking a bow and shooting a bunch of monsters. And upgrading. It's a lot of fun. It's hard, but it's a lot of fun.
Me and my sister are planning on watching a lot of Studio Ghibli films over the summer.
What films are those?
Like Princess Mononoke.
Oh.
Have you seen that movie yet?
No.
It's good.
I don't remember what movies I've seen of those. I know Spirited Away was one of them.
Or did we forget this? Is this the podcast that we're doing right now? Or?
Oh, yeah. What's happening, Ice Cubes? My name is Matty Ice Cube, and I am joined here with...
Religious fanboy.
For the Religion on Ice podcast. We completely forgot to do an intro for 8 minutes.
So it's a pre. That was a pre.
Yeah, that was the pre-show. I'm actually gonna switch captures here, so I can show you guys what I've been working. Yeah, that's how I recorded my Flash games. I used this software.
I know what I thought it was.
What? Magic?
I thought you were sponsored by Bandai for a second.
No.
No,
it's just that I haven't removed the watermark from it yet.
That's what I thought it was every
We
time.
popped up. There we go.
That watched the video.
Unfortunately, I can only record 10 minutes at a time with it because I don't want to pay money for it. But I can live with that. That's why I don't record any actual games with it. I just record Flash games and desktop stuff. So yeah, if you guys have missed what I've uploaded over the past week, I have started Happy Wheels.
What?
I have finished Amnesia: A Machine for Pigs. I showed you the progress on my book. I showed that I have a Facebook page. And I've played a bunch of Flash games. And we hit 400 videos.
High five! Yeah.
And I've uploaded a bunch of stupid crap. I actually had to re-upload Medieval Rampage because my software screwed it up, and it was only 2 minutes long when it was 20 minutes long.
Well, you know what I thought when you said Medieval Rampage? Remember that old game series where it's like people like drank weird soda and then they became giant animals and you play as them?
You thought that was what that was?
Well, I thought it was that.
Except they were killing everything.
and it took place in the medieval times.
Makes sense to me.
I don't know how that would work though.
I don't understand. Magic.
Yeah.
Magic.
That's also what you say when there's a plot hole in Harry Potter. Cause magic.
Anyway, I gotta switch accounts here, so I don't inadvertently give myself more views.
I just saw something that made me laugh inside. Just thought of something.
If
What are you guys doing here? You're supposed to be at the podcast.
What?
Why aren't you at the podcast?
What podcast? Our podcast?
this podcast.
Yeah, we're doing.
Do you like how I timed that? I timed it before I actually hit anyone. I'm not crazy, I swear.
I thought you were gonna pull Kylo Ren and break your computer. Just remember that. That makes me.
The stupidest face ever.
I'm not crazy, I promise.
I swear it. And I just sit there.
It's the stupidest face I've ever made.
And I just sit there and laugh about it.
The stupidest face I make, I'm not gonna make it on the camera though. But I
That was literally the face I made. I'm like.
wanna know what I do? I take my pointer fingers, put them in my mouth, and pull them up like this. So it kind of looks like the top of Mickey
No,
Mouse's
I showed you
head.
mine. You have to show them yours.
Why?
Because I said so.
Like,
Are you ready?
You are no match for me.
I'm not crazy.
I'm not crazy. You're crazy. I'm crazy.
Motherfucker! And then it cut. I cut it right at that. I didn't even mean to.
how did you cut it?
I accidentally hit my space bar, and that cuts the video.
And I how you.
Have you watched my Amnesia Machine for Pigs playthrough?
No. I have not.
You're gonna love it if you loved my Amnesia the Dark Descent.
It was funny.
That's actually my most viewed playlist.
Return of the Chairs. That's note.
That's not what I wanted.
And the creepy piano that.
We are finishing Undertale this summer. That
Yes,
is an absolute.
yes,
we
are.
need to talk about that kind of stuff.
Oh, and if you want to, if we record Happy Wheel videos, I could help do silly voices if you want me to do that.
Would you be comfortable with Happy Wheels?
Like, are you asking if I played it before?
No, I'm asking, are you comfortable with it? Because
Like what?
people die. Like,
Oh.
I blow up people's faces, like Steve and...
Like you blow them up for fun? Like
Let
on
me show you. Let me show you.
Have you seen Sword Art Online Abridged?
Still alive. I'm not alive anymore.
You try to get to the end of the level without dying,
Those levels are so hard sometimes.
It's hard.
but there is blood. I have it on the lowest blood setting.
Cha!
Oh.
Oh, my neck! If I had stopped short just a few inches, I would have avoided that. Oh no! No!
No. Hacha death.
Shit! Ha!
Oh!
Get the diamond. No.
Have you heard of this game called Guillotine?
No.
It's like a card
Ah!
game. Have you heard of it?
No.
Ah!
Well,
I exploded.
well, you get points from sending certain people to a guillotine and stuff. And And some
How does that make sense?
want to know when I played this? It was the church camp faculty did it on the last week of church camp, like one night after the campers had went to bed. And when someone said like, "Oh, that was a pretty harsh move that you did, that harsh trick," and I said, "Well, it is a pretty cutthroat game."
Jokes. Knife to meet you.
I don't think
Sorry, I'm not very knife. Knife. Get it? Sorry, I have a lot of sharp objects.
Wanna know why people enjoy egg jokes?
Because they're high in protein.
Because they're always a good crack.
We could go on for days.
We could.
What was that?
I could. Oh, my watch beeps every time it's like on the hour.
On the hour? It beeped on the hour? Well, it's a
Yeah.
couple minutes off.
Yeah, my watch is also 3 minutes early, like 3 minutes fast. So, if I'm on time to places, according to my watch, I'll be 3 minutes early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that makes sense. Not really. I really hope you were keeping track of how long we've been recording, because it's going to make it a lot harder to figure out how long we've been recording after this. And I don't even know if my software will be able to edit an hour long together. We're going to find out!
Yup, we're gonna try.
That's how you learn things. You experiment.
And you fail.
More
and
than
then
likely.
you experiment again. And then you win.
No.
Okay, you experiment a couple of times.
You experiment a lot, and then you fail.
Eventually win.
No. You experiment a lot, and then you fail. And then you find something in the semblance of winning, but it's still not a win. That's what I'm saying by that.
You create something that you are finally happy with, or at least content with.
I have 400 videos that I'm happy with.
High five! I have like...
A little over 100.
Well, I'm not even sure I'm proud of all of them.
Well, you should be, otherwise you shouldn't have uploaded them.
I guess first one was
Like,
good for like what it's worth. Like, first one that I did good for good job. But actually, that's the only. There are only two.
didn't you start your channel back in high school?
Yeah, like junior year. Yeah,
Junior. So I did a nice one and a not so nice one. Like, hey, come join us at the podcast, and you're supposed to be at the podcast! And then I just did a whole bunch of crazy shit.
You know what we could do?
What?
The nice one we could have for like.
I don't know who you are, so quit calling me.
At the start of the podcast.
Well, I mean, at least we came up with our own name for our own podcast.
They should check out the
Our original collab.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it yet, you should check that out. It's fun.
I also have yet to put all of the videos you and Ian are in my collab playlist, so it's supposed to be a lot longer than 4 videos. Even though technically that first collab we did was actually our very first podcast, and we didn't even know it. Because it was super long, and I didn't even know how to use the video editor back then.
It's like we did an hour-long video.
Pretty much, because it's 4 parts.
By us laughing way too hard.
It just shows how funny we can be.
Yup.
I think that's what that was. It's just we were just trying to make the best jokes we could make and talk about random things, and we made it funny. Also,
I found out Injustice 2 comes out in a little bit.
And lightsabers.
Yep, and lightsabers.
That was the point of that entire video. Us being funny and lightsabers.
And red and blue mixed purple.
Yeah, I uploaded that video shortly after that.
Which is the coolest color ever.
What, purple?
Yeah, just so you know, my favorite color is purple.
Can you tell the difference?
Yours is a little brighter.
No, it's a little lighter.
Oh.
It's a lighter color blue.
Yeah.
You were close enough.
Anyway, I think we're gonna. I don't know what that face was.
We're both double jointed in our thumbs. We're literally popping our thumbs out of our sockets right now.
Well, I remember it used to hurt to do it with this hand. And it used to not hurt with this hand. But now it hurts with this hand. But doesn't hurt with this hand.
That's me popping my thumb out of my socket. The part that moves away from my hand is the ligaments in my thumb. Creepy high five! I used to be able to hold this for like an entire day, but I can barely hold it now. Just because I'm used to using my hands.
Have you ever done that with like thumb wrestling? Been like, yeah.
Yeah, you can't beat me now. I mean, it's hard to move your thumb after that, but they can't get them under you or get on you. It's kind of weird. And then they're like, "How do you do that?" And I'm like, "I'm double jointed in my thumb." And then they're like, "That's cheating." I'm like, "No, it isn't." Get out of here, sword, spear. There we go. I have a place to put that.
My entire head was gone if that was that working lightsaber. My head would have been gone. So is it like
I could always... God, I thought I saw something in the door. That's why I close my door, because I always think I see shit in the door. I'm paranoid. Leave me alone.
I am too. Like when I'm doing prayer walks.
Because I'm crazy! Sorry.
One was the worst part about doing prayer walks around town.
You have no idea who's out.
People honking at you. Because I have a very bad fear of clowns. So
how do you
because
sit
I
in
am
them?
paranoid
So how do you sit in them?
in a car.
In a crowd. Oh, you have a big fear of cars.
No,
you said
I
you have a big fear of crowds.
Oh, I meant clowns. Sorry, I mispronounced it. But yeah, I have
First it was
really
car.
bad-
First it was crowds. Then it was cars, and now it's clowns.
I
Make up your mind.
It's clowns.
Okay.
So like, since I'm paranoid, every time I hear a honk sound, I think it's a clown. I know it makes no sense, but it still makes me jump because I have a really bad fear of clowns.
I know what movie we're gonna watch.
No, we're not. That's not gonna be a thing.
Yes, it is.
That's gonna give me nightmares for.
I don't even have that movie,
That's good.
but I can get it.
Oh,
I burned myself.
what happened?
Didn't I tell you over the phone? I burned myself with hot glue.
Right, yeah.
It was hot glue.
One note I did one time. I shocked myself while taking out a phone charger. And it happened.
How?
Well, as I
Were there
was,
wires exposed?
no, it was like my finger got in between the metal pieces and the outlet. Well, it was still pushing in there.
What, did you just pull it out a little bit and stick your finger in it?
No, I was pulling it out, but then as it was partially out, and before it got pulled out all the way, my finger, this finger, went down, and my fingertip, unknowing to me until it shocked me, my fingertip had slid between the two metal bits. So I got shocked. Yes. Those things.
This thing.
Yeah, my finger was
The
in
thing that
between
goes
those.
inside an outlet. This
And
thing.
then I shocked myself. That was weird because,
First time I ever shot myself, I shot myself on a barbed wire fence.
you know,
It didn't hurt. It was just like, I kind of fell backwards. It was fucking hilarious. It was meant to keep the cows in, not for me to go touch it. But I went and touched it anyway.
have you ever just straight up hugged a tree for fun? Just because, like, oh, I'm bored and I'm outside. I'm gonna go hug a tree.
What if I told you I killed a tree by hugging it?
Wait, how?
I hugged it too hard and it snapped in half. It was just a little tree.
Okay.
It probably wasn't even that big. And I hugged it and I broke its back, all Bane style.
I was wondering what would break first, your branches or your roots. Nope, it's your trunk. Sorry. That Dark Knight Rises reference is just bad. I'm sorry. Screwed it up so much.
You did what? You
I-
screwed up a reference? How?
I was trying to make a Dark Knight Rises reference, like, of what Bane said before breaking Batman's back. Like, it was like, I wasn't sure what would break first, your spirit or your body. And stuff.
Obviously, it was his body.
Yup.
Okay, what the hell was that? I swear, every time I come down here to record, people decide to make noises! Shut up, ghost in the closet at the end of the hall! We have a ghost in the closet at the end of the hall. Don't look at me like that, I'm not crazy. Not much. I mean, I may be a little crazy, but I'm not that
I think
crazy.
I'm crazier, though.
No, I don't think that's true. I'm the crazy one. I don't think I should be proud to admit that.
I'm just a very preachy one.
This
What?
nothing. Nothing important. I'm just looking at my phone. Really? You just kind of went. Well, I actually went out of my way to make a noise. What was that? What?
Where did that come from?
I have no idea.
Did you know it's funny? Because I cut down your pictures.
They can't see anything. They don't know what's making noise.
Was there a fourth wall joke there?
Yes. That was good.
What's your favorite video game that you've played that had like in between levels a place that was kind of just like a place that you could just walk around in?
You mean like a hub world?
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't like hub worlds all that much.
I think it would be cool to do a hub world if it was more of like an open world game. But I guess.
Well, I mean, there's no room for a hub world if it's an open world game.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Skyrim, there's no hub. It's just
You walk around and
and stuff. Speaking of which, I have to re-record the frickin' mod showcase this week because my software decided to screw me over again. I recorded over an hour-long amount of footage. I think it was like an hour and 20 minutes. And I was putting it all together because I had some parts before that. And it only gave me like 36 minutes. And I'm like,
my most favorite video game as a hub world would either be like the Xenoverse games, which I haven't played the second one yet.
I have it. I don't know if it'll work.
But But the other one would be the first two Lego Star Wars games. Just because the fun you could have in the hub world there.
Just get the complete saga. It's all the same hub world.
Do they have it for PS3?
I think so.
Hmm.
Trader, you use PlayStation?
Yeah.
You traitor. At least Microsoft didn't get hacked. That's always my excuse for to defend Xbox. At least Microsoft didn't get hacked.
Because people have stuff against Sony.
For good reason.
I don't know who thought
They ruined Spider-Man.
I don't know who thought the interview was a good idea. Zach,
It was an American idea. Of course it wasn't a good idea.
and that's why people like anime.
Because it's a Japanese idea with American influence. If you dub it. Because they don't always follow the dub. Like with Dragon Ball Z Kai, they don't follow the dub. The original dub. They did in the original Funimation dub, but Kai has kind of been going its own direction. I mean, it's still pretty close. But it's more the way we would talk than the way they would talk. But then again, Japan and America have actually been bonding really closely.
Which is good, because that,
Stuff.
yeah, that stuff. I can't just say that Funimation is like my main favorite dubbing though. My favorite dubbing company. Because, like,
They're like the only one left.
well, there's also Aniplex. But that doesn't.
They're more of a subbing program than a dubbing program. They'll dub a couple, but they don't exactly have the resources Funimation does for dubbing.
Who did the Urinal in April though? Is that Aniplex?
No. Aniplex subbed it,
Oh.
and they also helped create it. Aniplex actually helps create anime as well.
Oh.
So that's why they have so few people.
Oh, and that's why some of them have the Funimation logo and Aniplex. Okay.
Because they were dubbed by Funimation, and they were supported by Aniplex. The anime community is weird.
Because Aniplex and Funimation are buddies.
Not really.
Okay, no.
They'll work with each other, but they are not friends.
Zack saying Marvel and DC are.
No.
They used to have crossover. Not anymore.
Because they're too busy fighting over who's going to get the next movie out. Even though DC was already like 10 years too late.
Oh,
What was that?
Burn DC.
Yep. Suck it, DC! Sorry.
And Marvel's movies never made me want to do an angry review that made me, after watching it, make me want to kill it with fire.
Did you say that in your review? I don't remember.
No, it was just, as I was watching it, I was just like, when they started doing the God bashing stuff, I'm like, I'm gonna tear this movie a new hole. That by the time I'm done, 90% of their body mass will just be the hole.
Whoa. Whoa.
What actually, did you, there was actually a thumbnail that I almost used for it. Wanna know what it involved? I drew the anime version of myself that like I do the anime commentaries with. And it had him like lighting the Batman the Superman logo on fire.
But that would have just made it look cool. Because, I mean, the logo was fine. The logo was actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was just the movie.
Yep.
But it was more of a story-building type movie rather than a big action movie.
I really hope Wonder Woman and Justice League are good.
Don't get your hopes up.
I don't have them up.
We're talking about DC here.
I'm depressed.
Why are we depressed?
Just cause DC.
DC fucks up everything.
And like one of the people in my family asked, what's the difference between DC and Marvel?
DC screws everything up.
Well, DC has good comics, and Marvel's movies are actually good.
Marvel has great comics.
DC's animated films used to be good.
They still are.
After they were like, ooh, R-rated movie, I was like, I'm done.
Well, I mean, Suicide Squad had to be R-rated. It couldn't have been anything else.
I know, but
You can't put people like that in one room and not expect something R-rated to happen.
But they're
And it wasn't even as bad as people thought it would be. Not as bad as Deadpool.
Deadpool was bad.
It was pretty bad. But it was fucking awesome.
Have you, if you have Netflix, check out Iron Fist, because that's good. And me and my sister have been rewatching Avatar The Last Airbender,
Why?
because it's good and fun.
Because it's good. That's not an excuse.
And also because it's Avatar The Last Airbender.
It's not an excuse. You want to know what I'm waiting for?
What?
The next movie.
What next movie?
You know how they made a movie of Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Yeah.
They need to remake it
Yup.
because the first one wasn't as good,
Yup.
and do it better, actually following the story this time.
Actually give it more than, because if it's Avatar The Last Airbender, I'm not gonna be mad, because of it. So good.
You had one job. I don't even know who made it. I think DreamWorks made it.
It was Nickelodeon and M. Night Shyamalan.
That explains why it was terrible.
What a twist.
Screw off, Shyamalan.
Have you seen Legend of Korra yet?
I've seen the ending. Does that count?
I think so. If any of you guys
Honestly, I don't know what else I expected.
like The Last Airbender and watch anime, that don't check out Legend of Korra.
Well, it's not exactly an anime. It's an American cartoon.
Yeah, but it was actually inspired by anime. And also,
The Last Airbender was inspired by anime. The Legend of Korra was inspired by Avatar: The Last Airbender.
yeah.
Just because they wanted to make more money.
And Netflix might be doing a new Avatar series on it. Maybe.
They shouldn't.
And
It's over.
something that they've talked
Like
about.
I expected at the end of the Last Airbender, Avatar: The Last I'm just gonna shut up now because I can't talk. Avatar: The Last Airbender. I didn't expect any more. I thought it was over. I thought we were done. Because it was already super long. And I didn't think they could get any more out of it. And then all of a sudden, BAM! Legend of Korra in your face. I'm like, really?
The only book of Legend of Korra that I've seen so far completely is the first book. And definitely check it out, because it's good, and I kind of like how it addressed kind of like this conflict that I had, this possibility for conflict that I had questions about. And that was like, is there any conflict between non-benders and benders? And
Oh yeah, that was a thing.
that was addressed in book 1, which I'm not going to spoil how it ended, because you should watch it. And the payoff was really good. Neat. But, the main bad guy, Amon, started out as, like, this activist for, like, non-bending equalists. So, like, he would, like, take people's bending away.
How do you do that if it's something you're born with?
Well, it's kind of or like at least temporarily he did it, but it wasn't done with pressure points like Kylie did. But that's kind of part of the spoiler. And it involves something with water. Just kind of hinting. It involves this certain aspect of water bending that was talked about briefly in an episode of Book 3 of The Last Airbender. Just gonna let you think.
Think about it.
Well, it's kind of been shown 2 times. Yeah, 2 times in the original series it was done.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Should I say what it was?
I don't care. This is the podcast. People are gonna watch this.
Spoilers, go.
Skip ahead 20 seconds into the video.
It was bloodbending.
When was that ever showed?
Like episode 9 of book 3, like they meet this creepy old lady, and
It's just this creepy old lady in the woods who can throw blood.
that was a waterbender that escaped the Fire Nation prison by
Bloodbending.
by using bloodbending to control and kill the guards.
That sounds pretty M-rated for a cartoon.
It was pretty dark and creepy.
Well, then again, the ending of The Last Airbender was pretty dark.
How?
Aang got his ass kicked. That's how.
But then Aang was like, I'm not gonna kill you, but I'm gonna take away your bending forever.
I'm the Avatar, and I could do that, apparently.
And those lion turtles are awesome. They gave me a loophole so I didn't have to
And apparently that multi-bending technique is a thing.
Oh, I thought he was in... Oh, man, but that's how lava bending works.
You mix fire and earth bending.
I was confused by it because in Legend of Korra, in Book 3, one of the bad guys is a lava bender.
He knows
Is
fire
that-
bending
Is that
and earth
considered
bending.
earth bending or fire bending?
Both.
Ah,
Because you can't use one without the other to make it lava bending.
and since Mako and Bolin were brothers, does that mean Mako could technically possibly learn how to do earth bending,
Yeah.
and Bolin would be able to do fire bending? Because
Because then together they could be a lava bender.
Well, actually, in Book 4, Bolin mastered. He was trying to learn metal bending in the end of Book 3, but he ended up mastering.
How does metal
lava.
bending work?
Just really that
Magnets.
I think
Magnets.
maybe really condensed Earth,
I don't know.
which actually Korra was first avatar to learn how to metal bend, but first ever metal bender was Toph.
Oh, because Toph's master earthbender, so she would definitely know how to do that stuff.
Mm.
She's also blind. And also over 100 years old.
Which actually, she's one of the original members of the Last Airbender that
Yeah.
shows up in Legend of Korra.
Because Aang died whenever Korra was born, and
Zuko-
Katara died of old age, and Toph was pretty much...
You saw Sokka in there.
Did you?
Well, no. You see Katara as an old lady, and the person that teaches Korra how to earthbend is actually Aang and Katara's son Tenzin, and then the police officer at Republic City, one of Toph's daughters, actually dated Tenzin when they were kids, which I find funny.
That's what people originally thought was going to happen. It was going to end up being Toph and Aang.
Why?
I don't know. It was just the way they acted with each other.
Oh yeah.
But then the creators started gearing towards Aang and Katara, and then they just pretty much sold it at the end of the series.
And then we just knew like Zuko was gonna end up with Mai.
Yeah.
Just because
That was a
it
guarantee.
pretty established.
It was pretty established.
He,
Isn't Korra a friend of one of Zuko's descendants?
Are you talking about like Mako and Bolin?
I have no idea. I don't know.
No.
I can't remember. Who is upstairs?
Which actually they have an Empress instead of
Fire Lord.
Emperor. Yeah, or Fire Lord now. Because
The Fire Kingdom is spread so wide.
well, it's also that
Instead of that one island that they live on, there's no Fire Lord of the island.
oh, and by the end of the series, the air nomads are once again like a group.
I thought Aang already brought those guys back.
Well, he and some of his kids were airbenders, and then like their grandkids. were
Oh, so
able
it just
to,
kind of grew.
But then they found other ones by the end of Legend of Korra. So they had a big group of it, and
Ow.
like Tenzin's like the new founder of the new group of air nomads. Now.
How can they be nomads if they don't go anywhere?
Well, just remember that being what they were called.
Do they like nomad their way across their 3 temples?
They're pretty much, yeah, they're pretty much monks. And I think they're vegetarian, yeah. Because Aang was a vegetarian.
They may be.
Because in Book 3, in the Fire Nation, I remember one specific time when he refused to eat meat.
But he ate meat other times, though.
Really?
Yeah.
What was that?
I don't remember, but you gotta go take a look. I'm pretty sure he ate meat. Sometimes. Like, it was just little bits of meat, but he still ate meat. So he may not be a vegetarian.
I feel like it would be really hard.
We've been talking about this way too much.
Okay.
I haven't watched that series in years.
Well, just so you know, I'm going to be doing some ministry videos where I reference episodes of Avatar coming up.
That's a very Christian thing to do.
Well, there's some Christian lessons in episodes, like the Book 3 episode, Southern Raiders, which is my favorite episode.
Yeah, but they're people who could bend the elements. That's more of a godlike power.
I mainly be talking about the lessons. I might not do it. Might not do it.
You probably should do it. You haven't uploaded a video in months.
Oh, and also,
He's gonna be uploading a video.
a Steven Universe, at least one Steven Universe ministry video where I talk about the episode titled Business. Which when I first tried to watch it,
That's actually one of the few episodes I've watched.
so good! Like, it is your favorite episode of the series so far.
You're falling far behind if that's the one that you've been watching.
Oh, I'm pretty well caught up. I haven't seen every single episode, but like I know what's currently going on. Did you watch the newest block of episodes?
Wasn't it about the diamonds or something?
No. Oh, are you talking about the one with Blue Diamond?
I honestly have no idea.
Well, there is a new Steven Universe special coming up called Wanted, where Steven goes to Homeworld.
That might not be a good idea. For obvious reasons.
Cause like, oh, you shattered Pink Diamond.
But I'm not my mom.
Was that the spoiler?
No.
Don't think it is.
No, I think everybody knows
If you've watched
who
it,
Steven's mom is.
and how much
You will learn that in the first couple episodes.
do you,
And then it's referenced at
do you
least once.
actually think she shattered Pink Diamond, or do you think
I think she
it
did.
had been something else?
She could have been Pink Diamond.
But there are other rose quartz, though, and we see their gems, though. Because remember, Blue Diamond has them, like, bubbled in part of her ship? Or in, like, the same
But they
place
don't
with
have the
human
rose
zoo?
quartz. They have beings like her. But they're not her. She could have been, is my theory.
And I'm wondering...
And she abandoned and maybe disguised herself as a quartz soldier.
Oh, because of... And she does look to be fairly shorter than the other diamonds in the mural, because she doesn't take up nearly as much space as the other three diamonds. So she could be...
Even though she was the most
significantly-
renowned.
Yeah. And she was just...
So
as
that's
diamond-
something to think about. Like, people have been speculating that, oh, she did shatter Pink Diamond, but what for? Like, what was the purpose? Like, it would have only made things worse, right?
Because in the bismuth episode, you get the idea that Rose never meant to shatter anybody.
Stuff has happened!
Hey, Ian. How are you?
Good, now the ghost at the end of the hall can't bother us.
How are you doing?
We have a new addition to the podcast.
Ian.
Even though the podcast is almost over.
Well,
I know.
we still are a little over.
We're almost at an hour already, because if you count the amount we recorded before, and then the screen capture, and now this,
And the 7 minutes where we forgot to do the intro.
yes. And we've got a lot more stuff to do after this anyway, so.
Want to do when it comes time for the sign off? Do you want to do the sign off in like the Papyrus voice or no?
Maybe. That is what we're going to do next, though. We are going to record Undertale.
I should probably.
You should probably warm up your voice.
Am I gonna have to come up with like new voices now?
Probably. I mean, that's what he's here for, too.
Yay! Yeah,
As long as he doesn't screw it up.
there were 3 people.
I will screw up one. I will purposely mess up one.
No, you will not.
One.
No, you will not.
I just thought of what I could say instead. It's like, hey, Papyrus Brain Jeff.
But I'm Papyrus.
And
I'm also the main character.
I'm
So
sensing voice.
he just speaks. He's not very good at changing his voice.
I used to do that when reading comic books out now. That I changed my voice.
I remember that.
Fun.
I remember that.
It's fun.
Like, I can change my voice whenever I want to. And I can get down low really well, too. That's not ever going to be a voice ever.
I find it weird that I have like a. I don't have a very deep.
Don't move that
voice.
chair. Put that chair back. I already told you where you could sit.
Did you notice that? Like I don't have like a normal low voice.
No, you just have this mid-range, and that's it.
There's in the church choir.
If you don't find it again, you're gonna be speaking in a monotone voice for the rest of your life.
Really?
Yes. That's what happens to people like that. They just talk like this all the time. No excitement ever. Whatever.
Do I have a monotone voice?
No, it's just that you stay constantly at this singular tone without raising your voice ever. Like me, at one point or another, I shout to the heavens! At least once or twice!
You do it every day.
Shut up!
He shouts whole hymns sometimes. It's weird.
Yeah, I shout. It's even weirder when I'm by myself and someone's just listening. It's like, oh god, that crazy idiot's yelling at us. Yeah, yelling at his own, at himself. He's just yelling at himself again. It's not awkward. It's just silence.
One more joke that we made earlier.
Sure.
Well, I did a clap thing underneath it.
What was that? Where did that come out of?
You don't want to know.
Oh, that would be weird.
I taught my balls how to clap. That was weird.
And then when I fart, it sounds like blowing a rest.
It doesn't sound like a fart. It sounds like that. Teach my body all sorts of things. And when I burp, it makes a squeaking noise.
And also, when I pop my knuckles, you hear a high-pitched meow.
I need to start inserting sound effects for that shit now.
Meow. Did you know there's wings on Minecraft now?
Yes, you told me this
Oh.
before.
Those are dangerous.
They're not wings.
Because
cares?
What are they?
It's something. It's technically like a glider.
Oh, that makes more sense. Now that I think about the moves.
The only thing you can fly. Is
There, I got my
glider.
sneeze in for the video.
You can only like glide with.
You watched most of my videos. You should know that I sneeze in every single one of them.
Do you want me to do my sign off too? And then you do that bye stuff.
You can do your sign off first, and then
Okay.
I'll end the podcast.
Do I say both of our names this time?
You don't have to.
Okay.
I mean, I'm the host here. I'll finish off.
May God be with you and see you next time.
So thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for joining us for the podcast. Thank you, Religious Fanboy, for joining me.
You're welcome, friend.
You didn't need to shake my hand. We're not random strangers. We've known each other almost our entire life. Which is kind of weird, thinking about it now. We've been friends since we were
I just
6.
Oh, that's.
a lot of years. 9 years. So,
12 years.
at least 12.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, it would be 12 because we knew each other in kindergarten. But we weren't friends really till first grade.
12 years ago, I would be 7. I would be in first grade. And so would you. Because you're only a year older than me, but we were in the same grade.
Oh, yeah.
He's already... You're turning 20, aren't you?
Yeah.
He's going to be 20. I'm stuck at 19.
In July. Which I'm excited for because it falls. My birthday is a Friday after VBS,
VBS.
Vacation Bible School.
I just thought of something I could do at the end of the video.
No. It's not a video, it's a podcast.
Podcast, whatever.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I found holes.
I put those there.
Oh, that's
Nope.
that's a good way.
We should have ended this by now.
Oh, good point. Bye.
Sure, whatever. I'll take it.
Let's chill.
Bye.